Everybody else got a story. How about I tell mine? That's me, Tiny Timbz. And that's right, I'm a runaway. I'm not proud about it, but before you start to judge me, let me tell you a little bit about what happened. Now I'm kind of hungry, so let's go grab a bite. As I was saying, yeah, I ran away. Mm, Mm, I put my foot in this child. But as I was saying, I ran away. It wasn't because I was having it hard at home or anything. It was just because my mom's boyfriend, he was a total douche. And everything was okay until he moved in. And then it seemed like every time she turned her head, he tried to fill me up. It's like literally, she would blink and his hand would be on my tit. But see, what you didn't know about me is that I'm only 17. That's right. Your girl's still in school. I still go to school. I still do my work. I still do everything I need to do to make it in life. Now, what we did do was we came to an agreement after about 3 months of me being MIA to just give me my own rights. So, me and my mom, we went to the court. I got emancipated, and boom, I've been out on my own ever since. Now, it's been a little hard on me trying to pay the bills and everything and really having to just grow up overnight, but I'm managing. I found me a little part time job on the weekend. I also found a little side hustle. In fact, let's go there now. But first, let me tell you how I found this spot. Yes, on the way to the fish hole one day, I come across this tree, and the tree was actually talking to me. So I talked to the tree and I talked to the tree. I fed the tree, and eventually the tree opened up. The tree told me to come in. And I'm like, how do I know if I come in, you're not going to just close up and I be stuck on the inside of you? The tree promised that that wouldn't happen. It had a very special spot for me if I make it to the end. So I tried and I tried and I walked and I walked. Then I ran into this big, thick ass mist. Mind you, it's dark as heck down here. I could not see my way. So I kept walking, and something in me was like, nah, I better turn around and go back. So I turned around and I went back and I kept going until I seen the light. That way I knew I was getting closer to the outside. But the more I got closer to my backyard, yes, y'all, this street is in my backyard. But as I got closer, I realized I really want to know what's at the end of this tunnel. Is it a really good fishing spot? Something that could help me bring home the bacon. I ain't no punk. So yeah, I went back. And after about 30 minutes of walking through, y'all don't even want to know what. This is what I found. My beautiful oasis. And I've been coming here for a couple of weeks. I haven't seen anybody. But immediately when I got there, I seen things that I never seen before. I got on my Simgram and I started posting. Then I had to tell somebody. So couldn't call my mom. I called some friends from school. Of course, they didn't believe me. They thought I was just being delusional and that there's no way I could have found a spot as beautiful as I'm telling them that it was. So I wasn't about to argue. I knew who I was. So I'm like, whatever. Bye, Felicia. After that, I just started to check out the place. And then, before I went fishing, I tested the water. I noticed the pH balance was a little off, so I kind of speculated these are not going to be fish for food. But I did know some collectors along the way that like this kind of stuff. So I got on the line again and I started putting word out to them to let them know, hey, I think I might have some new merchandise for you. Give me a couple days and I'll get back with you. So then I knew it was on. This was my spot. Now back to my story. Like I was saying, I wasn't a real trouble kid at home, but at the same time, me and my mom just had different opinions when it come to the men she dated. And when it came to my well-being being at jeopardy, I just couldn't stand there and take the abuse anymore. So I had to leave. And yeah, We fell out. Me and my mom are not on the best of terms. Hell, even after the court date, when we went to be emancipated, she even told me I would be nothing without her. Oh, didn't I tell you? Yeah, my mom's loaded. So I really didn't want to leave, but she just wasn't hearing me. She did not believe me when I told her that this man would fill me up every time she turned her head. So my biggest fear was sleeping with one eye closed and one eye open, wondering, is this the night that he's going to try to come in here and push himself on me and go all the way? Which, by the God's grace, it never happened because I got out. I couldn't stand it. I started skipping school some days, and then on days that I went, I made sure I plotted up with my friend girl to see if I could go and spend a night or two with one of them. And that's what I did for about 3 months until one of my teachers called me over to the side and told me that they were noticing some of the things that were going on in my life. How I wasn't as clean and fresh, or, my whole demeanor had changed and what was going on. So I explained. And by the end of the day, one of my teachers came back to me with a number and told me to call this guy, and he might have a place for me and will work with me until I can get on my feet. So that's what I did. I called him up, real charming, sweet guy. He let me know as soon as I graduate and get a better job, of course the rent was gonna go up. So I said, hey, that's more than fair. But as of now, with this fishing and my little part-time gig as a landscaper, I'm doing pretty well for myself, but I cannot get enough of this spot. Y'all, when I tell you this spot is so serene, like I could just let all my problems go in this tainted ass water and I don't have to worry about it. I love it. I come here every day. As soon as I do my homework and pick up a few things around the house, I come here until I be like, hey girl, you gotta go to sleep. I never want to leave. I want to just pitch tent and just stay here. But I gotta go back to the real world at some point. But while I'm here, I might as well continue telling you my problems. Now, here's the thing. My mom told me that I wouldn't be anything without her. And I really want to prove her wrong. I want to show her that I don't need her for her money. I just needed her for her love and support. And if she want to counsel me out and write me out the will, then that's fine. But who's wrong here? Am I wrong for leaving because I didn't want to get filled up anymore? Or is she wrong for letting me leave and not listening to me when I was telling her about the things that were going on? Either way it go, I feel like over time, she'll see the truth about her guy, and then maybe we can mend our relationship. But until then, I'm having no parts with my mom. I want to stack my paper and I want to build a better life for myself. You know, I'm thinking about going to college, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to really carry that load right now, doing it all on my own. So maybe college will have to wait a year. Maybe I need one of those little fallback years just to take some time to get myself together. I don't know, but I gotta figure something out fast. I got about 3 or 4 months left in high school, and then things are gonna get real. Right now, I got a good support system in my teachers and my friends. But here's the reason why I had to get my own place, because I was staying with my friends, and it seemed like since I moved in and stayed with one for maybe about 3 weeks, going on a month, it seemed like it was a little trouble in paradise at their home. And I really felt that I was the root of it all. So I packed up and I left. And from that point, I honestly stayed in the park. I found me a bench way in the back where the less foot traffic was, and that's why I pitched tent. It had a little bathroom that I would get up and take a little bird bath in every morning before school. I done my homework at the library, and I did the best I could for food. I even had to rummage in the trash cans some nights just to feed myself, but I made it work. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and that's why I'm so thankful for one of my teachers that really noticed and pay attention to her students, and not just up there to get a paycheck, because she really did help me when she gave me that number. And I didn't have anything heavy to tote. He told me, He had a few pieces of furniture off up in there, and I was more than welcome to keep it if I wanted to. So that's what I did. I just used what he gave me. I packed up my little backpack of clothes, and I moved on. And now I'm glad to say that I'm doing a lot better. But this is not going to be the end of Tiny Timbz. I'm going to show you that Tiny Timbz can and will make it. So until next time, I want y'all to stay tuned because I have plenty more of my story to tell.